Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and welcome to In Her Dreams, and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in and for connecting with me and taking time to hear what Divine is bringing through for you. I love you. Thank you for being here. All right, so I just want to let you know that first of all, there's some work that's being done around my home. So if you hear some beeping or something like that, it's nothing to be alarmed by. It's just things are under construction, right? And that's what I'm getting for where you are right now as well. Things are under construction. This is after a period of what felt like destruction. So there was something that you released, you let go of it. It felt like a death. I was also getting messages earlier that there are some of you who are confronted right now with a grief that is so heavy. I'm wearing my mother's necklace, okay? I've been grieving for her. She crossed over in November of 22, but she came through with a message for you. Ashe, Mama. And she said, you're about to get a reboot. Okay. My mom would always say that. And she said that to me very clearly for you, that there is something that is going to be reawakened in your life. So you may have found that you have been dealing with an energy of death, whether this is energetic death, the energetic death of a relationship, of a connection that you used to gain energy from. Okay, it kept you from feeling lonely. It supported you in a way that felt very important to you. You had to let go of that. But there is going to be a reboot of a pulse of energy in your life. Some of you are dealing with the physical death of a loved one. And I know that that brings such a heaviness to the heart. I know that pain, but Divine wants you to know that you are going to experience an electric pulse of energy that is going to bring life to something that you used to love. It's either someone that you loved or something that you love to do. And it's going to reawaken something so beautiful for you. Okay? So know that a lightness is coming. Relief of the burden that you've been carrying is coming. And so to assist us with that, we're going to get some beautiful energy here with Florida water. I'm going to clear the energy and just create space, create room for spirit to flow. I'm going to play a healing tone so that we connect with our highest selves and remain receptive to the work that's being done in spirit. I don't think I mentioned this. There's work being done around my house. So if you hear noise, no need to be distracted. A lot of times noises like that are confirmation of what's coming through. So take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any of the tension that you've been carrying. It is too heavy. We're going to let it go. Divine is inviting you to let go of whatever has become too heavy for you. Those worries, those anxieties, those fears. You don't have to carry them anymore. The universe has got your back. Ashe. Okay. All right, let's see what else Spirit is bringing through. But first, I want to see who this message is for. I got so into it. I was like, okay, let's go. Let's roll. All right, let's see. Who is this message for? We're very clear that one. Okay. Hold on. Oh, Sagittarius. Yes, the Archer. Yes, and you're right on point. Divine says you don't have to worry about being left behind. You don't have to worry about not being in the right place at the right time. You are right where you need to be. Oh my God. Divine wants you to know how beautiful you are. Soul, mind, spirit, body. You have everything. You are everything. And there is nothing that you can't do. You are limitless. Okay, that's confirmation. We're going to take that as confirmation. Yes, we're going to make the beeping work. All right, I'm going to pull from this Lantern Oracle. I love this deck. It's so deep. Let's see what's coming through for you, beautiful Sagittarius. Woman supporting woman. Ashe. There has been a time in your life where you felt like you were being left behind. Someone didn't support you like they should have. They weren't there for you when they should have been. And it left an impression on you like, oh, I can't trust people to do what they should do. I can't trust people to do the right thing. You may have been betrayed in a relationship, something involving a woman. This could have been a third party. This could have been someone who kind of set you up for what you considered failure. If someone kind of misled you or gave you bad advice about a relationship that you were in, maybe they told you that this person was good for you. This person was a good fit for you, and they knew something awful about them, but they didn't share that with you. There are female figures that have let you down in your life on many occasions. For some of you, it was more that there were one or two occasions, but it hurts. It cuts so deep. And it left a scar that made you question if you should trust other people moving forward. But what I'm getting here is a Three of Pentacles energy, where there are women around you that you can depend on. There are women around you that you can rely on. This is about a reconnection. And so that electrical pulse that Divine was bringing to me, that idea, Electric Feel, that's another song that came through. It was the Electric Slide and Electric Feel. That's a really good song. It's a nice song to kind of raise your vibration. But Divine is saying that this is a reawakening of trust in another woman. I feel like I'm speaking to a Divine Feminine, but this could be a Divine Masculine. So, same thing. You are in a place where you're able to nurture a sense of trust with women. This is really an amazing thing, because for those of you who are Divine Feminine, a representation of the Divine Feminine, and that's not about gender, that's about energy, okay? So I'll repeat, those of you who are a representation of the Divine Feminine, whether you're male, female, or whatever in between, it doesn't matter. But you are going to experience a really sweet connection with another Divine Feminine. Now, for some of you, this is love related. This is romantic. I'm getting total past life energy too. Some of you are reawakening a connection with another woman that you experienced many lifetimes ago. And let me tell you, it's going to feel so sweet. The song that's coming to me is Hold On by The Internet. Yeah, Hold On by The Internet. I don't know, that's just coming through, okay? So for those of you who this is a romantic situation, that song is coming through, okay? I'll leave it at that. I love that song. For some of you, this is about a friendship. And for some of you, this is both. There's a sense of romantic connection with another divine feminine, or with a divine feminine that you are going to experience. And it's also, it's not only romantic, but this is also about friendship. And this is also about your connection with the divine. This is about a reawakening of your intuition. The feminine energy within you is coming alive again. There's going to be a new sense of energy coming in. So this is connection with the divine feminine on all levels. Romantically, for those of you who that applies to. Okay, that's not everybody, but it does apply to some. For some of you, this is friendship. But for everyone, this is within. Okay, you're awakening a deep sense of intuition within you. Okay, all right, let's pull from the Afro Goddess Oracle Divine. What message do you have for beautiful Sagittarius? Okay, this is something, there's some social energy coming in. And there was like something really funky that happened, because you've got the bouquet for, I love that card, and it's so pretty. This is like for social interaction, social energy, you know. And you've got mice. So something went left. Something went left. Okay? There was some stank energy in a connection around you. And I feel like more than one person was involved. This could have been with coworkers. This could have been within a family situation. Like I see sisters, I see aunties. A mother could have been involved. My mom came through for this reading, so it could involve your mother. But there was some really funky, stanky energy in this connection. And I feel like this deals with past life lessons that are being learned. This is karma. You know, karma can be very quick, like, oh, I did something I shouldn't have. Now I'm learning from that. Okay. Or it can be lifetimes. You're learning lessons that have been building up over lifetimes, and your soul is like, I'm ready now for this lesson. So that's why a woman close to you hurt you. And I don't want to say that in a way that makes you feel like you deserved that hurt, but it's that hurt is awakening something inside you that is so beautiful, and it's going to be so responsive to spirit. Oh my God. I want you to know that the hurt was not in vain. It's transforming something inside you. And it's something that you've said with this relationship, this connection, you've put it in the back of your mind because you really didn't want to deal with it, and it had become too heavy to continue to carry. But Divine is using a situation to reawaken the energy of this connection so that there is continued healing, and so that there is now the benefit of the effort that you've put in before. It's like now you're getting the harvest. You're reaping the harvest of your labor. You're getting the fruit of your labor. But this was a messy situation. But look at that. So the garden is all about social engagements. There's going to be something that you're going to have an opportunity to reconnect with someone. And there's a big lesson here between you and this other person. This could come up at like a birthday party. This could come up at, like, I don't know. I see some little shindig. I love that word. I think I first heard that word in Clueless. Okay, and Divine is saying that the other person is clueless about the spiritual nature of this connection. Okay? It's not on their radar. Confirmation. It's not on their radar. And that's like a tower. The person that you're reconnecting with is going through a tower moment, a tower phase. It hasn't felt like a moment to them. It feels like a phase. You're connecting with this person at a really difficult time of their life. Okay, so they're going through a lot. There may be something that they've lost recently. It may have been a situation with a job, a situation with a relationship, but they're going through it. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for bringing that through. Yes. They're feeling upside down right now, and they're going to need your support. They're going to need your support. And because this mice energy is here, you might not feel like you want to help them. You might feel like, why are you here? You looking at Spirit like, Spirit, why are you doing this? I thought I was done with this. I thought I had walked away for the last time, but there we go. See, the machine just started up again. It's an electric pulse, and it's getting life again. It's a connection with someone, and you have the opportunity here to experience a really sweet connection. But as with everything, set boundaries, as with everything, protect your heart and set boundaries. I feel like you really do protect your heart by setting boundaries. You protect your heart by being aware. You protect your heart by when you see something, you're not ignoring it because of fear. You're looking at it and saying, this is what I see. I know what I see. Now, what does this mean for me? How do I feel about this, It's okay to enter this or experience this connection with caution. Just make sure that the caution doesn't become fear. You know what I mean? Caution is just something, you're cautious because you don't want to repeat the same mistakes. You're aware, but you don't have to be afraid of failing. You don't have to be afraid of not being supported because the universe has got your back. Okay. All right. I love that. I'm gonna pull another oracle card. The invitation. Oh. Well, you're being guided to say yes to something. Okay. Divine says it's safe and nothing is perfect. I wish it was. I mean, if everything was perfect, we wouldn't need tarot readings though, right? I wish it was perfect, but it's an experience with another human being. It is not going to be perfect, but there's a sweetness and there's a love here that you will feel and that will allow you to flow in your truth. It's so beautiful. You might want to think about opening up to it. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to lay a Celtic cross. Ooh, we got flying cards today. It was upside down. I'm not going to change it. It was upside down. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Bring these messages through for beautiful Sagittarius. Sacral chakra is coming through. I'm getting heat. I'm getting passion. Sexual energy is definitely present. See, and the beeping got louder. Okay. All right. So for your situation, there's this content and boredom, it's in reverse. So there's an energy of trying to get out of a feeling, reverse out of a feeling of, like, I'm getting apathy. Like, you cared, but you didn't want to care. You wanted to walk away, but you didn't want to walk away. There's still love, but you didn't want to focus on that. Okay? And I feel like this is something that you've been experiencing for a long time. This is in conflict with the Death card. There was a release that could not happen. Spirit is saying that the connection that you're going to experience with this reawakening of energy is going to heal something that has been lingering in your life for a long time. This is also about that grief that I was talking about, where you may have had to let go of something or someone, this relationship that you had to let go of, this person who has crossed over. There's been an energy of just feeling stuck with that pain. This experience is going to help you to release that sense of loss that you've been struggling with. I see overall just sort of like a very gray energy. I love the color gray, but energetically, it's like there's loss. You're not completely stuck, but you felt down. Divine is saying that there's a reawakening of your energy, an electricity, an electric current that's going to reawaken you. And a lot of that comes through this new connection. For the bases, you've got 5 of Pentacles. There was a huge loss, something that you experienced with a lover or something in your home. This felt like a very big hit to you energetically, where there was something that felt painful, and then you carried the residual of that on your back, you know? So you've been carrying a burden, and it's been making you feel like you're at odds with someone around you, or something just hasn't been aligned. This could be financially or within your home, within a relationship in your home. But I feel like this has impacted your physical well-being and your sense of security. It's something about where you live. It's relevant to that. The people you live with, your home, your finances. Something very root chakra. Okay? But I also see with that ring, it could have, this negative energy could have impacted your marriage or someone that you live with or have a close connection with. For your past, movement, choices, decisions, I feel like there was something that was stalled. You felt like you had to wait, but it wasn't that you wanted to wait. You felt like you had to. Like you felt like you were just stuck. But see these lights up here? That's that pulse coming back. It's like it was blocked for a little while, but you've got that pulse coming back into your life now. And at the end of the day, the most important thing here is you and your energy that you're feeling. Divine is just saying that this connection that's being reawakened in your life, it's a channel for that reawakening to come through. It's not the be all end all, okay? You're the be all end all, okay? Spirit is the be all end all, but this connection, this reawakening of a connection or of a love for what you do, a reawakening of the love that you feel for your passion for what you do. That is a very, very big channel through which spirit can bring you a lot of healing and a lot of renewal energetically. So you're not feeling stuck. You're not feeling down. For your present, you've got sacral chakra. This makes sense because your sacral chakra is awakened as you're able to experience this connection with this other beautiful being. And for some of you, like I said, this is sexual. Okay, this is about not only sexual connection, but emotional connection as well. And for some of you, it is emotional and it's not sexual. But this is about a sweet connection with someone. And in this connection, you're going to experience a deeper sense of emotional awareness of who you are. Your third eye is going to be, is going to go to another level as far as what it's able to pick up on and grasp from other dimensions. This is really big. Ooh. Okay, for your future, you have, this is like Ace of Wands, but it's passion ignited. Yeah, passion, creative energy. And for those of you that this is not a relationship, this is, well, it is a relationship still. It's a relationship with what you do. It's your passion. Divine says there's a fire inside of you. I mean, hello, Sagittarius. Okay, you are full of fire. Ashe. But this is really amazing that all of these synchronicities are coming through, talking about electricity, fire, passion ignited. Your creative and sexual energy right now is at an all-time high. So that's why Divine is bringing this beautiful relationship to you, this opportunity for connection, or also for those of you who are more on the creative aspect of it, something that you love to do. Painting just came to mind. Some of you are artists. There's music for some of you, and Divine is saying that whatever it is that you create, you are a divine inspiration to others. So if you ever get stuck in thinking that you shouldn't move forward with what you love, if you can't do it for yourself, do it knowing that the collective is going to benefit from your creative energy that you're willing to put out there. And it's going to be so valuable. It's priceless. The impact that what you create and share will have on others, the impact that will make on others, it's priceless. For your power, you've got Nine of Pentacles, material harvest. Ashe. This is a time of abundance for you. This is a time of reaping the benefits of and the harvest of the work and the effort that you've made. Wow. Divine is saying you've suffered, you've worked, you've healed, you've tried, you've loved, you've lost. Now it's time for you to just simply live and be. You're entering a phase now where you're able to just sit back and say, Spirit, what do you have for me today? What's on tap today? And you can trust the universe to that level where you're not bothered. You have no reason to be bothered. Between your ancestors and your spirit allies and your soul's true path and purpose, you can't. You can't go wrong. There's no way you can't go wrong. For the people around you, you've got sacrifice. Somebody went through a huge transformation. This is a person that's close to you. I'm getting proximity, like physical proximity. You might work with them. You might live close to them. You might see them on a regular basis, but it's someone that has made a huge sacrifice, and Divine is saying that you can be inspired by their transformation because they came up out of the mud renewed themselves, and now they are experiencing their rainbow moment. So divine is saying you don't have to feel like you're not keeping up with this person, or like you're not doing enough because they're doing more than you. Divine is saying to allow this person to inspire you. And everything's going to be all right. Allow this person to inspire you. And they don't have ill will against you. That's what divine is bringing through. They don't have any ill will towards you. They truly want the best for you. So if you see any benefit in viewing this person as an inspiration, Spirit is encouraging you to do that. Okay? For your hopes and fears, you've got balance. Yeah, with the elements. So this is about you wanting to manage it all, wanting to manage your thoughts, wanting to manage your feelings, your emotions, wanting to keep everything going financially and not drop the ball financially, and also wanting to feel inspired and creative and like you're adding something to this world. Divine says to release the pressure that you're putting on yourself, and then you will naturally do all of these things in the right timing. It'll come. You're going to be just fine. But if you're putting a huge amount of pressure on yourself, that's where things can get sticky. That's where we get stuck. It's like, oh, I'm feeling this way right now. I shouldn't be though, because I need to be doing this. Like, don't put that pressure on yourself. Okay, I know that I want to shift my vibe right now, and I have this on my mind. I'm feeling this way. I don't like it. What can I do to encourage my emotions to shift? Maybe I can listen to a song I like. Maybe you can work out. Maybe you can go outside and breathe some fresh air. There are so many things that you can do to help yourself accomplish the goals that you have, so that you don't have to be stuck where you are, and so that you don't have to be frustrated with yourself for not getting it done. You know, if you want to shift your vibration, you can play certain music that does that for you. You know, if you know you love salsa music, put on some salsa music. If you know you love hip hop, put on some hip hop. Like, whatever it is that triggers you and gets you to shift to a higher state of mind, do it. As long as it's not going to, you know, some people have addictions, and so they start feeding their addictions because they want to feel something different. But I'm not talking about addictions. I'm talking about things, tools that you can use to shift your vibe and feel better. Okay? And divine is saying, don't be afraid to indulge. Just don't indulge to the point where you are bringing yourself down in some way. Okay? Indulgence is just fine. It's just to what extent should you indulge. Okay? And you'll know when to stop. You know, when you're getting that feeling like, oh, that's your intuition talking to you and saying moderation is key. Indulgence is great, but also moderation is key, you know. For your outcome, you've got balance. You are going to experience balance in your life. There might be an extreme focus that you're placing on it right now, just because you really are motivated. You're so driven, Sagittarius. You're such a beautiful being. Because divine is saying that your creative energy is like a wildfire, but in a good way. The thing is, it's like a wildfire in that it catches so easily. Your energy is very contagious, and so that means that people around you can sense your vibe. When you come into the room, people know. They notice you because you have a very striking vibe about you, and it's something that people don't want to let go of, and they don't want to forget it. So use that to your advantage. Know that you are something you are a being that is desired by others. Okay. Confirmation. Confirmation. Okay. Yes, people want what you have. People want to be what you are. And so knowing that, like, if you truly know that, you might think that sometimes. So you're like, oh, that's sweet. That's cool. But no, if you really know that, like, damn, people want what I have and they want to be who I am. Amazing. The impact that you have on other people is really outstanding. It's amazing. It's a gift. And so divine is saying to be patient with your process. Be patient with your process as you are experiencing every single day. Just be patient with yourself, because I feel like there has been a lot of pressure. And you know, the funny thing is that divine is saying that the time is now for this reawakening of your energy, for you to come alive again, for you to experience life like you haven't experienced it in so long. But that comes when you're grateful for where you are. And so divine is saying to express gratitude every day. When you're in a moment where you're about to shift to the left, as I say, go left. And, you know, you might allow anger to take over. You might allow guilt or grief to take over. You know, grief is just naturally a very overwhelming emotion. So when you're in the moment of allowing, or almost allowing these emotions to take over, just remind yourself, I'm blessed. You know, I have my health. I have my body. I have a connection to spirit. Wherever it is that you are, just take a moment to feel grateful for that. And I promise you that low vibration, it cannot penetrate your being, your senses. It can't. Because gratitude automatically cancels out negative energy. And it does it so quickly. I mean, yeah, you can light sage, you can do all this stuff, right? And it's all amazing. I love to use it all. I love to do it all. But if you are in need of a very quick shift in your mood, gratitude is the expressway. It's the highway. And it's the quickest way to get to a higher state of consciousness. It's beautiful. And it also opens portals to your next blessing. And so divine is saying that that's how you open up to the blessing of this connection that you are going to experience. This reawakening of energy is through gratitude. Okay. And also this is a very powerful way to shift your mood whenever you might need to, is to feel grateful for where you are and what you have. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull a card for creative endeavors. And I think I'll also pull for money, because I just feel like I want to, and I should. All right. Contribute. Remember I was saying that your energy is so creative, and it's what people want. It's what they're drawn to. Divine is saying to contribute your creative spark. So as you experience this reawakening of your electric current, your connection to spirit and the senses, it's a reawakening of your senses. Divine is saying to share that experience with others, because people need to know what you have to say. People need to hear what you have to say and see what you create. I'm going to pull for money as well. Okay. Writer. If you are a writer, get to writing. Even if it's in your own personal journal. Divine is saying to capture. And okay, so some of you have a gift of writing, but some of you, this is for everyone. Divine is saying to document your spiritual experiences. Document your thoughts. So whether you journal, you can also do a journal app and put it on voice mode, or like the microphone and then do speech to text. That's a very easy way. If you're kind of busy, that's a good way to journal. If you are wanting to do more dream work, as soon as you wake up every morning, write down what you recall from your dreams. Just take a few moments, about 5 minutes, to reflect on what came through in your dream. And you can do text to speech. But there's something that you're supposed to put in written format. For some of you, this is keeping lists. This is going to help you to stay organized. It may be grocery lists. You might find that you're going to the store and forgetting what you went there for. That happens to me sometimes. I'm not going to lie. So I use lists, because I'm always imagining or daydreaming or whatever. So I have so much stuff going on up there. For my physical needs and lists, I need to write them down. So that may help to bring some relief to your daily life, to your daily world. Write down the things that you need so that you recall them when you need them. Okay? All right. That's all I have, Sagittarius. That's all that's coming through. I hope that this was helpful to you. And yeah, it's so funny because I was just thinking, should I pull for love? But we talked about love. That's coming through. Yes, that is coming through. So just know that everything that is meant for you is coming to you at exactly the right time, Sagittarius. You don't have to stress. You don't have to plan it all out. Spirit has a beautiful surprise for you every single day. Okay? And trust that it's right for you. All right. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.